In the 6th episode documenting our bicycle journey across Western Europe, we finally finished crossing Spain 18 days after starting our tour in Lisbon. Over these final 3 days, we ride north to the lively city of Pamplona, saturated with history, and the incredibly scenic and mountainous city of Estella-Lizarra. Along the way, we explore small towns off the beaten path, stay at some of the Camino's largest hostels, and of course ascend up into the towering heights of the Pyrenees Mountains. As we continued riding north towards Pamplona, the hills began to grow larger and longer than any we'd experienced in the last week. Though challenging, the rolling pastures, vineyards, and fast descents broke up the difficult terrain into more bite-sized sections.
We're currently a little off the Camino Francis. It rained a lot last night, all day yesterday, and a little bit this morning, so the trail's just a little muddy for biking on our 38 and 42 millimeter tires. So we're just taking it easy. There's this side road, I forget, frontage road is what we'd call it, that has zero traffic on it pretty much, so we're just chilling on it, having fun. Easy miles with a strong crosswind.
Estella-Lizarra is a small town in northern Spain, in the region of Navarre, along the Ega River. It developed as an important stop on the Camino de Santiago, and the historic center still shows that past. Romanesque churches, medieval bridges, and narrow streets built for foot traffic. Today, thousands of pilgrims still pass through each year, and the town has become known for its compact layout, walkability, and access to service for travelers. While exploring, I noticed a tall white cross way up on a hill overlooking the town. The hike or walk up was fairly short, and from the top I was treated to sights of the Ega River, views of the ancient old town, and the surrounding hills that historically helped protect the settlement. This particular hostel had nowhere inside for us to store our bikes, so we hid them around a corner and removed the wheels. Fortunately, they were still there in the morning, and we rolled out of town into an increasingly hilly landscape slowly transitioning into mountains. The Church of Saint Mary of Ionate was built around 1170 in rural Navarre and stands out with its rare octagonal Romanesque plan surrounded by a gallery of arches. Located along the Camino de Santiago but detached from a village, its origins are uncertain, possibly a pilgrim hospice, funeral chapel, or maybe even linked to the Knights Templar.
Keeping up with the club ride here. They all got matching jerseys.
About to overtake them.
They're
full potential yet.
The fields of yellow flowers you may have noticed are actually rapeseed, a common crop in Spain. They blanket the countryside in March and April, then dry through early summer and are harvested in June and July to make canola oil.
currently climbing what I think is our last ascent before Pamplona. We're at almost 2,000 feet in elevation, which we got down to 1,000 earlier today, so that's a pretty big difference. And I think we can see the Pyrenees over there, maybe even Pamplona.
I should not have been doing that when you were.
Pamplona is the historic capital of the Old Kingdom of Navarre. Founded by the Romans in 75 BC as Pampello, in the Middle Ages it became a key fortified city on the Camino de Santiago, and its location between France and central Spain made it a strategic crossroads for trade and warfare. Over time, it developed massive defensive walls, religious colleges, and royal buildings that shaped the old town you can still walk today. Yet, Pamplona is best known internationally for San Fermin and the running of the bulls. Every July, the city's narrow streets become the course where runners and fighting bulls race toward the bull ring, a tradition popularized worldwide by Ernest Hemingway. Hemingway spent long stretches in Pamplona in the 1920s and 30s, often at his favorite cafe, Cafe Iruna, on Plaza del Castillo. The cafe still stands as a landmark of that era, linking modern visitors back to the city's most famous chronicler.
Here's a little tour of our hostel for tonight in Pamplona. This is one of the biggest cities, and it's at the very start of the Camino, so it's one of the large municipal hostels. Getting started on what will hopefully be our last full day in Spain. Gonna climb the big mountain pass, but these streets are kind of desolate now. Last night it was an all-out party here. We've almost made it to the town of Aoiz, A-O-I-Z. which kind of marks the base of our ascent up the Pyrenees. We're gonna see how it is though. But yeah, we're just taking this road into town and then we'll turn and hop on.
Our first Burger King go, baby. So gassy.
We're making our way up. We're on the gravel road for now. And it's fun, but it's getting kind of tough. We might switch over to the highway right next door. Haven't decided yet, but it's Sunday, so it's not too bad. So on the map we were using, the gravel road looks like it merged is with the highway right about there. However, we just climbed up a huge hill to get here, only to find out that that gravel road is above a tunnel that the highway goes through. So that's not good.
Be in the grave.
The Pyrenees Mountains form a natural border between Spain and France, stretching about 270 miles from the Bay of Biscay to the Mediterranean. Peaks here rise above 11,000 feet with deep valleys carved by glaciers and vast rivers. Historically, the range limited movement between the two countries, creating distinct cultures on each side. We observed this transition most distinctly in the building architectural styles. Today, the Pyrenees are known for hiking wildlife like ibex and villages that preserve old Basque and Aragonese traditions. This region of Navarre was a central area for witchcraft fears in the 16th century, shaken by repeated inquisitorial processes from 1525 to 1569. Local place names like Bassa Juanmero and the Sorganartizaga forest hint at the presence of witches and the aquelarres, or witches' covens. During the 16th century, the lawyer Balanza, sometimes called the Navarrese Torquemada, led investigations here. These trials culminated on June 19, 1525, in the square of Burget outside the church of Saint Nicolas, pictured here, where 9 people were burned at the stake. The event was public, drawing crowds from across the border, and the condemned wore sabanitos, garments that symbolized their sins, later displayed in the church of Saint Nicholas. Accusations returned in 1575, but this time the accused were mostly defended and found not guilty, showing a shift in how witchcraft cases were handled. Pilgrims on the Camino passing through these forests historically would have heard whispers of dark rites, making the grove a place of fear, legend, and intrigue.